A family's dream holiday turned into a national tragedy. What began as a journey to Kashmir's paradise ended in bloodshed, heartbreak, and an attack that shook the very soul of India. Today we bring you the untold truth of the Pahalgam terror attack, a story of unimaginable loss, of unparalleled bravery, and of the dangerous conspiracy that aims to divide our nation. This is not just a news story. This is a tribute to those innocent lives lost, and a reminder of why, even in the face of hatred, humanity must always come first. Mr. Rao from Karnataka had not gone on a family holiday outside of Karnataka in the past 46 years. But he had always dreamed of visiting Kashmir. Kashmir was his dream destination. When his son Abhijit finished his 12th grade exams, Mr. Rao, along with his wife and son, finally traveled to Pahalgam, a breathtakingly beautiful slice of paradise in Kashmir. They were enjoying horse riding there, completely unaware of how their lives were about to be shattered. On April 22, 2025 at 1:30 p.m., they were horseback riding in Bizaran Valley, spending quality family time and taking selfies. Many other tourists were there too, some on their honeymoon, others on family vacations like them. None of them had the slightest idea that something was about to happen that would forever change their lives and show the nation a scene we might never forget.
अपने आप बोले ना मुझे क्या बोलते भेलपुरी खा रहे थे मेरा पति साइड में था एक इंसान आया उसने उसको गोली मार दी यहाँ पे उसने बोला कि शायद मुस्लिम नहीं है उसने उसको गोली मार दी.
Yet, local vendors were selling tea, Maggi noodles and snacks to tourists. Everyone was enjoying themselves. But suddenly, a group of men dressed in army uniforms, carrying weapons, quietly emerged from the forest. At first, people assumed it was an army drill, as such drills often happen in Kashmir for military training. But then, without any warning, a gunshot rang out. The sound was so loud that people couldn't immediately comprehend what had happened. When the first tourist collapsed to the ground with a painful scream, it became clear this wasn't an army drill. It was a terrorist attack. Within minutes, chaos broke out. People started running and hiding, but the attackers were unfazed. They had come with a well-planned mission. They surrounded different groups of tourists and began forcing them to recite the Kalma, Islamic declaration of faith, and asking whether they knew how to offer namaz, Islamic prayers. One by one, they executed tourists who couldn't comply. Then they pointed a gun at Mr. Rao's head and asked whether he was Hindu or Muslim. As soon as he replied, Hindu, the terrorists shot him dead as well. Mrs. Rao was heartbroken. She cried out to the terrorists to kill her too, saying, "You've already killed my husband. What is left for my son and me to live for? Kill me too." But one of the terrorists told her, "I won't kill you. I want you to go back and tell Modi ji what exactly we terrorists did here and how we did it." The terrorists wanted this story to spread and to create an atmosphere of fear across the country. They left Mrs. Rao alive and moved on. Meanwhile, a local Kashmiri man, a 28-year-old Muslim horseman named Syed Adil Hussain, was guiding a few tourists on a horse ride when the terrorists arrived and began shooting indiscriminately. Adil quickly realized that the terrorists intended to leave no one alive that day. He immediately told his tourists to run away, and instead of fleeing himself, he bravely confronted the terrorists, trying to wrestle away their guns so that his tourists could escape. His tourists managed to run to safety, but the terrorists killed Adil. He sacrificed his life for people he had met just moments earlier. In this entire attack, 28 people lost their lives and many others were injured. An Indian Navy officer
फायरिंग कर रहे हैं वो लोग हाँ फायरिंग कर रहे हैं ये चोट है मेरे बाजू में बगल में था क्या ब्लड कहीं लगा चोट क्या बेटा अच्छा ठीक ठीक बैठो मैं पट्टी करता हूँ आपको अरे नहीं 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 हम लोग फौज हैं हम लोग बैठो बैठो हम लोग फौज हैं बैठो बैठो चलो अरे हम लोग फौजी हैं कुछ नहीं करेंगे आपकी सेफ्टी के लिए आए हो आपकी सेफ्टी के लिए आए हैं बैठो 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 आपकी सेफ्टी के लिए आए हैं हम इंडियन आर्मी हैं बैठो ये इंडियन आर्मी आप लोग कहाँ से आए हो कहाँ से आए आप लोग हैं आपके बच्चे कुछ नहीं करेंगे थोड़ा बताइए हुआ पति आए हैं बैठो 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 आपकी सेफ्टी के लिए आए हैं हम इंडियन आर्मी हैं, बैठो।
ये इंडियन आर्मी, आप टेंशन मत
आप लोग कहाँ से आए हो? कहाँ से आए आप लोग? आपके बच्चे।
Officer who was vacationing in Kashmir was martyred. An intelligence bureau officer was also killed. The most painful part is, these people had simply come to travel. They were tourists. They had harmed no one. Some had come on their honeymoon. Others, like Mr. Rao, had come to show their spouse and children the beautiful valleys of Jammu Kashmir. The locals who died were only there to earn a living for their families. For them, it was just another workday. When the news broke, a terrorist group called the Resistance Front, TRF, immediately claimed responsibility for the attack. TRF is a shadow group of Lashkar-e-Taiba. They stated that the government was trying to settle outsiders in Kashmir, and they would not allow it. But who are these outsiders? Are those who are not Muslim considered outsiders? Because of a few such people, an entire community and an entire religion get defamed. This was not just an attack on individuals. This was an attack on India, on India's secular ideology. After the attack, rage has erupted across the country. The horses of Pahalgam, the selfie points, the little moments of joy, they are now stained red with blood. Where people once came to celebrate their honeymoon, they are now wiping their partner's blood. Now, countless people will fear visiting Kashmir, and so many locals, who earned their livelihoods from tourism, have lost everything in an instant. Both Hindus and Muslims will suffer because of this. No one knows how they will support their families now. This attack was not an attack of Hindu versus Muslim. It was an attack of hatred. And if you must hate anyone, hate only and only the terrorists, no one else. Because in every religion, there are people like Syed Adil Hussain, for whom humanity comes first. Before saving those Hindu tourists, he did not ask about their religion. I have one request for you. Do not stand against any particular religion. This terrorist attack is part of a large international conspiracy aimed at increasing communal tensions in India so that we fight among ourselves. I truly hope our government captures these terrorists as soon as possible. Friends, this was the truth of the Pahalgam attacks. This video is a tribute to all those who lost their lives in this terrorist attack. We pray that their souls rest in peace. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you love true crime and paranormal mysteries.